発情期で体調を崩すですか？そんなことはないと思いますけれども。
Sugar Ray, the first guest in the morning. Said that with a straight face, like it was obvious, and sipped her tea. Huh? But I really heard that
現
before.
に家の猫たちは元気にやっております。多少は運動などで発散はさせていますけども。
Come to think, I seem to remember seeing that before. I haven't even ever seen them doing stuff in the house. No, being female, there's no way for Sugar Ray to do that with them. But Vanilla told me they got sick from. Right, Vanilla?
しぐれがご主人を説得するにはそう言えばいい。
Really? So Sugar Ray was in on that. Uh.
そういえばそんなこと言ってたね。
So you're the one who told them.
そんなことより兄様、今日もこの妹めに愛のささやきを。
You can't just more importantly your way around this, you worthless little sister.
痛いです兄様。そういう愛も嫌いじゃないですが。
She doesn't seem to regret anything. Well, I wasn't that angry at her anyway. It seemed as if Shuri was able to see through a lot of aspects of me, mainly my shame, embarrassment, resentment in
兄
particular.
様の愛情表現はたまに激しすぎですね。では次は兄弟の熱烈な口づけを。
Don't be dumb. As Sugar Ray stopped my lips, I flicked her on the forehead.
ちゃんと飴あっての無知なのですよ。こんな可愛い妹の誘いをいつも無限にするなんて。
Very easy?
チョコラ、バニラと恋猫になってから少し冷たいのではありませんか？
Don't say that, make it sound like we've kissed before. Sugar put her hands on her hips and puffed out her cheeks. It's really hard to get her jokes. Sometimes as I over, I wonder if it's really safe for her to go outside on her own. Even more so because she's a heck of a cute little sister.
でもショコラもバニラも幸せそうでよかったです。兄様のところに来ることで鈴も持てましたし、それにちゃんと心の方も成長しているようですしね。
Two cat girls combed each other's hair, still half asleep. Cigarette gazed at them as if they were her own loving
ちょっ
children.
と前まではあんな風に身だしなみを気にしたりもしなかったのですが、兄様も現状を悪くは思っていないのでしょう？
Well, in its own way.
まあ素直でないこと。
She giggled as if she could see exactly how I truly felt. I did have a bit of uncalled for pride just because I was a little older than her.
ショコラとバニラを受け入れてもらえないのであれば、しぐれが体を張るところでした。妹である前に私も女ですから。兄様の寵愛を受け入れることなど、それはたやすきことです。
Come on now, I couldn't do such a thing to my little sister. You're always saying silly stuff like that.
いつまでも子供扱いして。
I rubbed Sugar's head, messing up her hair. She grimaced and scolded at
し
me.
ぐれは本気ですからね。兄様のためでしたら何でもするのですから。
Yeah, I get it. Thanks. Take this and that
も
too.
う兄様、くしゃくしゃしちゃダメですってば。
She fixed her hair by patting it down. Yep, she was the same old cute little
で
sister.
も兄様も雰囲気がとても優しくなりました。やはり家を出てよかったのでしょうね。しぐれは少しだけ寂しく思いますが。
With a slightly lower tone in her voice, she smiled at a somewhat sad and troubled smile. I've caused a lot of problems for you in the past. When I wasn't able to get along with Dad, when I practiced my baking in secret, when I left without saying anything, even after she had realized she pretended she didn't. She even secretly helped box up Chocola and Vanilla too. It's hard to imagine that Sugar is my little sister, given how bright she is. I'll take good care of Chocola and Vanilla, so you don't need to worry. Come over whenever you want. I rested my head on Sugary's cheek, filling it with my feelings of appreciation.
はい、ありがとうございます。兄様。
Sugar responded with a soft smile, and then by leaning her cheek against my hand. I could feel the softness and affection. My small little sister passing through the palm of my hand as warmth.
ご主人様、お仕事の準備バッチリできました。戦闘準備完璧。寝癖一つなし。
Okay, roger that. Well. Sorry, Sugar, I need to do a little bit of preparation to open the
いえい
store.
え、朝から押しかけてしまったのは私の方ですから、今日も一日頑張ってくださいね、兄様。
Yep, you can just take it
ショ
easy.
コラも行ってきます。また後でね、しぐれちゃん。私も労働してくる。はい、行ってらっしゃいませ。 これでいろいろと丸く収まったかな。
After being sure everyone had gone down to the bakery to work, Sugar sat on the living room sofa and muttered to herself.
それにしてもショコラとバニラが兄様の恋猫か。娘に思い人を取られてしまった気分ね。
Those cat girls who were once just little babies are already, knowing that she had done it to herself. She couldn't help but allow out a ironic
私
laugh.
も叶わない思いなど諦めて、
Yet no, it won't.
そろそろバニ離れをしないといけないのかもね。
And you don't? As if to ask her yearning heart for the impossible. As if to confess to the person she loved, who was just nearby. She whispered it once more. At least instead of me. I can address my feelings to those cat girls instead of a girl I don't know. I'm okay with always staying by his side as his little sister. Breathing deeply to calm her prickling pained heart, she closed her eyes and leaned back on the
よし、
sofa.
じゃあまずは兄様のお洗濯物でも片付けてあげることにしましょうか。
Good. She leapt up off the sofa, giving both her cheeks a quick slap, and looked out the window.
猫パラ。 いやー、めっちゃ高い、めっちゃ高いですよ、ご主人様。いやー、人がゴミの用途はよく言ったものだと思うね、ご主人。
Yeah, I
どう
guess.
したんですか、そんな青い顔して。
Kashio's afraid of heights.
顔がさつまいもみたいな色してる。
Really? I guess it must
あ
be.
れ、いつもならさつまいもは青くねえよとか突っ込んでくれるのに。今のご主人はノリが悪い。一言で言うと寒い。
No, it's not that I'm being cold, okay? We were near the park of Hakujima Sea Paradise's main attraction, Blue Falling. All around us was sky, sky, and more sky. The safety and security of Earth was far, far away. There to experience the nation's highest free fall at 107 meters, they say, and when they do, they're not kidding. 107 is not the tallest coaster anymore, or tallest free fall anymore. Forced to get on the ride because of their whining, I was now facing the most extreme threat to my life ever. Actually, how can you two be so calm?
なんで高いと無理なんです？気持ちいいじゃないですか。猫は高いところに登ると比例してテンション上がる。まさに今の私たちのテンションは地上107メートル。
Isn't that just because you guys like high places? I wasn't even able to say only fools and smoke like high places. I could only quiver as I was overtaken by more fear the higher we climbed. And then that merciless sound coming from the motor that seemed to go on forever. Boom! Suddenly stopped.
3、2、1。バイバイ。
Yep. Complete free fall. Ah! And this is one of the free fall towers that they're on. Ah! Coasters.
ご主人様すごい顔してる。ご主人が泣いて叫んで。
Now a carousel?
キラキラ、めっちゃキラキラで楽しいにゃ。はいど、はいど。これは地味に楽しい。この単調な上下がものすごい癖になる。ご主人様、どうしたんですか？まさかこの速度でも怖いとか。
No, it's a bit embarrassing being this old at this. Haunted house. What the hell? Really? It's just a ride. Calm down. It won't kill you.
猫はビビリレベルマックスになると動けなくなる。あと猫として大事な尊厳とか他にもいろいろなものが漏れそう。
No pissing yourselves. Hold on. There's an emergency exit over there. Hold on until then.
私は最後まで勇敢な猫であったとしぐれに。
What was that urge just now? Don't give up. Hey, Vanilla.
ご主人様、次あの回るやつ乗りましょう。にゃーにゃー、あのすごい速いのもいい。落ちるのももう一回。
Oh, wait, let me rest, really. Seriously. Lightheaded, I sat on the bench feeling groggy. Do you think amusement parks could pack this much punch?
ご主人様、せっかくのデートなのに情けないですよ。
Wow.
そうだそうだ、せっかくお店休みにして遊びに来たのに。
I know, I get it. Just give me a second.
もうしょうがないですにゃ。でもショコラは理解のある恋猫なので許してあげます。別に私はショコラだけでもいいけど、ご主人を待ってあげる。もうバニラは素直じゃないんだから。今朝だって一緒に一生懸命おめかししてたくせにくぬくぬ。違う、新しい服初めてだから、ちょっとだけ着るのに苦労しただけ。
Vanilla wasn't pleased with having her cheek poked. Well, that's just what she's saying. Her tail was sticking straight up all the time at home, though. According to what Chocola said, she had to be really careful not to do that while we're out today, otherwise her tail would lift up the back of her skirt. It's not the sort of thing we humans would ever have to worry about, though. Those clothes look good on both of you.
本 しぐれちゃんがプレゼントしてくれたのです。これ、私もすごくお気に入り。だから褒めてもらえると、ちょっとだけ嬉しい。
She spun around and showed me her back. The white clothes sparkled in the sunshine. It was very cute, and seeing them all dressed up made the day even more special. Not that Vanilla would ever admit she felt that way. Yeah, they look good. I said it one more time.
ご主人様にも可愛いって言ってもらえて嬉しいにゃ。ね、バニラ。バニラも嬉しいんでしょ？にひひ。まあ、それなりには。にゃー。照れちゃって、ほっぺツンツン。
Two fluttered about as they teased each other. Seeing how cute Chocola and Vanilla were made me glad I took the day off, even if it was inconvenient.
でも、お店忙しいのにお休みなんて、いいんですか？ご主人、最近疲れてると思うけど。
That's right. I've been a bit tired lately, so we've come here for a bit of fun. You guys don't need to worry about anything. Just go be cat girls and enjoy yourselves. The two of them looked into my eyes worriedly, so I messed with their hair.
ご主人様、わしゃわしゃしちゃダメですってば。にゃ、せっかくセットしたのに、おばあちゃん。ママ見て、竹島の猫ちゃんだ。かわいい。ねえねえお兄さん、写真撮ってもいいですか？
No, these aren't Hakujima's cat
すみ
girls.
ません。うちの娘が大変失礼を。こらダメでしょ。この猫ちゃんたちは遊園地の猫ちゃんじゃないのよ。いいよ、写真撮ろう。せっかくだし一緒に撮ろっか。あ、でもさっきご主人にくしゃくしゃされたからちょっと鏡タイム。え、いいんですか？でも。
The hesitant mother looked over toward me. I don't mind all. They say they want to, too.
可愛いって言ってくれたし、写真くらいなんでもないです。しぐれにも記念写メ送らないと。ご主人も携帯で撮って。
So that's how it is. Could I have you take a picture for us, too?
はい、そういうことでしたらお言葉に甘えさせていただいて。はい、ありがとう猫ちゃんたち。じゃあママの電話貸して、いっぱい撮ってもらう。ほら、もっとこっち寄らないと一緒に写らないよ。おいでおいで。じゃあ私は抱っこサービスしてあげちゃう。お、いいねいいね。じゃあどんどん撮っちゃおう。はい、チーズ。じゃあ次は私が撮ってあげちゃうね。マスコミ系超連射。
What an unexpected seed. For me, Chocolate and Vanilla were still like children. But I suppose even cat girls might have material instincts like human women do. It was adorable seeing them playing with a child. They're acting more big sister like than usual.
ご主人もちゃんと撮って。今日のメモリー。そうですよ。今日はショコラたちにとって記念すべき日なんですから。
Yeah, yeah, say cheese.
うわー、なんかすごい適当感。撮るときにもっと愛情込めてほしいです。そういうやっつけよくない。めっちゃよくない。
Oh my gosh.
被写体の気持ちを考えないといい写真は撮れないと聞き及ぶ。
I'm taking more. Smile, smile.
もうご主人様、もっと愛が欲しいのです。ご主人は女心が全く分かってない。私たちは誠に遺憾。
Their pouty faces were so cute that I kept provoking them intentionally. How wonderfully sweet this moment was. I must be in pretty good spirits myself if I was thinking that.
猫ちゃんたちのすねた顔もかわいい。にゃ、こんなところ撮っちゃダメにゃってば。なんという油断。猫肖像権に抵触にゃ。かわいいから大丈夫だよ。ほら チーズチーズ。だから今はダメにゃって言ってるのに。必殺猫スマイル。ニパー。かわいい。目線こっちで。
My gosh.
大事なデートの時間をお邪魔しちゃってすみません。どうもありがとうございました。では、バイバイ猫ちゃんたち、ありがとう。
The mother knew it was a date.
にゃー、楽しかったにゃー。多少の恥ずかしめも受けたけど、まあ結果オーライ。小さな子ってやっぱり可愛いよね。子供の無邪気さには猫でも勝てない。
Well, no, you can't. So this So this does look like a date after all. I thought about that again as I texted a photo to Shigure. Of course, there was no doubt that this was a date. No, if I say it like that, it sounds kind of negative. Yeah, if I were to say it flat out, think about how others might view this makes me feel a bit bashful. I'm well aware that is a bit weird for me to be thinking about how wonderful things are.
にゃんにゃん、ご主人様、ニヤニヤしてないで次行きましょう。次。
Am I grinning?
ニマニマしてた。なんていうか、エビス顔。エロっぽい感じでもあった気もする。
God damn it, Vanilla. Look, it's not like that at all.
そんな照れなくてもいいじゃないですか。ご主人がエロいことなんて知ってるし。
You two are pretty perverted yourself,
そう
Hida.
ですにゃ。否定はできないですにゃ。ペットは主人に似るって言うから仕方ないね。
With full smiles, the two of them wrapped themselves around my arms. Couldn't escape it even if I had tried. So cat girls change as they grow up too. Tried to hide the face I was making as I thought that. But if I stopped thinking about it, it would come back
似た
again.
者同士でいいんじゃないですか。じゃあ次はちょっとゆったりしたのにしましょうか。まだまだお昼過ぎ。時間もあることだしね。今日は疲れたなんて言わせない。
And you guys don't get to either. Set aside this day just for you guys after all.
ご主人様、頼もしい。強気なご主人だにゃ。
My spirits were just as high as theirs, which each one wrapped around an arm. The three of us headed deeper into the amusement park.
うわー、おっきい。水槽、めっちゃおっきい。すごい。海底トンネル。頭の上に魚。
Uh,
あっち見てバニラ。白イルカちゃんだ。白イルカちゃんがいるよ。
Notice they have a white dolphin and a blue whale.
本当に白い。まるで燃え尽きたように真っ白。
Uh,
本当に私の毛並みと一緒。超かわいい。本当にぬいぐるみと同じ。そこら感動です。
hey, if you two don't watch where you're going, you'll
こ
trip.
っちにはジンベエ。ジンベエザメがいるよ。すっごい大きい。いっぱいお魚釣れてる。ジンベエ超でっかい。こんなでっかい生き物見たことない。下についてるのはきっと社員たち。でもご主人が買ってくれたぬいぐるみには社員がいない。
My warning went completely ignored as their gleaming eyes looked around the aquarium. Shining rays of sun beamed down from directly overhead, making a mystical sheen spread throughout the surrounding scenery. It was promoted as a walk in the sea, and that's what it really was. It really was like we were walking right through the middle of the
ご主
sea.
人様、あの魚、あれはなんて言うんですか？
Let's see. The information says it's a green tromus.
デバスズメダイ。デバスズメダイだってバニラ。デバスズメダイ。思い出に覚えた。完璧。
You don't really need to remember that. I thought, smiled as I watched over the two overjoyed cat girls.
遊園地も水族館も初めて来れたから楽しいです。すっごくすっごくすっごく楽しいです、ご主人様。私も超嬉しい。そうは見えないかもしれないけど、猫背でかなり上位に入るはしゃぎっぷり。ご主人の株が今朝から青天井。感謝してる。
Yeah, it's because you two worked hard and got your bells. What good girls.
あの時一生懸命に頑張ってよかったです。お店も手伝えて、遊びにも来れて。鈴最高。超最高。
The gold and silver bells jingled almost as if in response. Who knew they'd be this happy? I should have taken them here sooner. With how busy the store was, this really wasn't the best timing. But I didn't have many other choices.
見て見てご主人様、バニラ。マグロだよマグロ。いっぱい泳いできた。大きい。すごい。圧巻。超速い。
Yeah, it's quite a view. I need to work hard for Chocola and Vanilla's sake from now on, too, though. No, right, I want to work hard for them. I honestly felt that.
すごい元気で新鮮で
Oh
美味
no.
しそう。ゆるり。大トロいっぱい。よだれ出てくる。
Oh
よ
no.
だれ。ゆるり。
Don't blurt out cat like things like that, okay? They are still cats after all. I wiped their mouths with a tissue as I thought that.
にゃー。楽しかったにゃー。こういう落ち着いたのもデートっぽくていいですにゃ。水族館超最高だった。
I'll be here again soon. That way you don't think of doing anything dangerous either. I gave Vanilla a light bop on her daydreaming cheeks. You're not serious about that, right?
ご主
Right?
人様、ちょっとトイレ行ってきていいですか？じゃあ私も一緒に行く。
Okay, I'll wait here then.
はーい、お願いします。ご主人、お願い。
Yeah, no rush. I think I know what they're about to do, if I remember correctly. They took their things and I took their things and watched them head off. The restroom looked pretty busy just now. I wonder if they're waiting on a bench somewhere. I looked around searching the
ぬいぐ
benches.
るみ好きなんですか？
She was holding some balloons decorated with drawings of Hashima in her hand. She had Hajime logo printed on her uniform shirt.
両手。白イルカとジンベエザメ持ってるから。
She pointed at stuffed animals I was holding onto for Vanilla and Chocolate. Oh, these aren't mine. They belong to my cat
ああ、
girls.
すみません。見てましたから。猫ちゃんたちがぬいぐるみ好きなんですかって勘違いさせちゃってすみません。
With an inviting smile, much suiting an amusement park staffer, she bowed her head
すっ
slightly.
ごく可愛い猫ちゃんたちでしたね。恋猫ちゃんですか？
They're like girlfriends. Well, I guess they are.
照れなくてもいいじゃないですか。
Well, just kind of do for me. I cringed. She hit the nail on the head. I felt I should be more straight up about it, but I really can't just stop being bashful about it
あ
overnight.
んなに懐いててちゃんと鈴も取らせてあげて立派な飼い主さん、いえ素敵な彼氏さんですね。
That'd be nice if I could live up to that. I think it's more the fact that they're such good cat girls.
大丈夫ですよ、心配しなくても。あんなに慕われてるんですからもっと自信持っていいと思いますよ。実は私も家で猫飼ってるんです。これがまた全然言うこと聞かないんですけどね。
She gave a troubled smile as she tilted her head. Her smile showed how much she cared for her
だ
cat
か
girl.
ら親近感が湧いて思わず声かけちゃいました。本当は来園者に一つなんですけど、サービスで風船2個あげちゃいますね。ぜひ猫ちゃんたちにあげてください。
The balloons. I grabbed the balloon strings as she offered them to me. Thank you very much. I'm sure they'll love
は
them.
い、喜ばせてあげてください。じゃあ私はこれで失礼しますね。
They really are companions, huh? Said it again. Felt a bit surprising this time, though. But I need a little more, be a little more open about it. That way, next time something like this happens, I can answer proudly. This is probably one of those things Shigure always refers to when she says that I should puff out my chest. Well, it can't really change the way I am, huh? Hmm?
に
Uh,
ゃー、ほんの少しトイレに行ってただけなのに、もう他の女の人と仲良くしてるにゃんて。男の人は浮気はオスの本能だって言
oh
う
my
ようにして
gosh!
最低だね。
Really, you two?
バニラ悲しい。ショコラは悲しいよ。ショコラにはバニラがついてるから泣かないの。よしよし、帰ったらご主人のパンツに練りわさびと練りからし塗っておくね。
Ah! Ah! No!
でもそれでご主人様の男の子が立たなくなっちゃったらショコラも困るし。
There would not be no standing or sitting. No.
も浮気は恋猫として厳罰を持って怒らないと。都合のいい猫になっちゃダメってテレビでやってた。ショコラにはそんなことできないよ。所詮ショコラは都合のいい猫がお似合いなのね。
You two are such a pain to deal with sometimes. Talk about crazy things from such an obvious misunderstanding and everything. Even going as far to say they're going to booby trap my underwear now. Vanilla thinks up some really nasty stuff. Anyway, I better clear up this misunderstanding first. I said to myself, exasperated. I headed over toward Chocola, who was still crying, into her hands.
ネコパラ。
Hey, Chocola, no, the bath's ready. Hey, Chocola, Vanilla.
ご主人様。
Eh,
ご主人。
my gosh, they fell asleep. I guess they were playing all day after all. I looked at their sleeping faces while they snored away on the sofa. I had much time for them up until now, huh? I knew that they were more attached to me than Sugar, eh? But for the past few months, I've been getting more ready to move. I was so focused on myself that I didn't have time to play with them. I'm really surprised that things have gone this far. When I first took them home, I never imagined any of this happening. Owning my own shop one day, and having these two follow after me, and then ending up in this sort of relationship with them. But thanks to them, every day is fun. Place my hand gently on their precious cheeks.
にゃ、ご主人様。ごめんなさい。ついうとうとしちゃって。仕込み終わっちゃった。私も手伝う。
I finished all the preparations for tomorrow. It's fine, just go back to sleep. I patted the head of my two sleepy cat girls. I sat them back down on the sofa as they tried to get
今
up.
日は本当に楽しかったです。ショコラたちの行きたいって言ってたところ、覚えててくれて嬉しかったです。ご主人様。初めての遊園地も水族館もすごく楽しかった。みんなでいっぱい写真も撮ったし、すごくいい思い出。
With a kind and gentle smile, they lowered their gazes as if savoring their
あ
bliss.
りがとうございます。ご主人様。大好きです。
Kiss. Yep.
私も感謝の気持ち。
I'll say there's another kiss. Chocolate and Vanilla laid their heads on my shoulders, after touching my cheek with their soft lips. I had a lot of fun too, thanks. I gave each of them a kiss on the forehead.
本当に大好きです。ご主人様のこと、こうしてもらってるだけで、すごくドキドキ
Oh, don't be going into the heat again.
胸が温かくなって、その、ご主人様
Oh no.
うん、わかる。すごく胸がドキドキして、その、
Oh my gosh, they're both going into heat again. I was pressed between two sets of sultry eyes. I'm not so oblivious that I didn't know what they were getting at. Still in heat, huh? They both shook their heads
多分
silently.
今は発情期は関係ないです。
Oh, it's just normal.
ご主人様が好きで、好きだからエッチしたいって思うんです。
No hiding it this time.
鈴のテストで人は恥じらいを持たなくちゃダメって教えてもらいましたけど、これってダメなことですか？
Chocola.
発情期の時は体が無理やりエッチな感じになるけど、今は心が体をエッチにしてる感じ。好きな人とのデートなら最後はエッチするって聞いた。
No, not every time.
ご主人は私たちのこと、
Vanilla. She spoke smoothly as she lured me in with her soft and sensational gaze. Do you really think you need to ask at this point? I love both of you. On to their small thin lips, I then placed a lover's kiss.
ご主人様らしいですね。素直じゃないくせにキザだから。
They both embraced me tightly in satisfaction.
じゃあ今日はショコラたちにさせてくださいね。今日のお返しいっぱいしてあげる。
Oh my gosh.
ご主人、ちゃんと満足してくれた？デートの最後までショコラたちは飼い猫らしくできましたか？
Yeah, both Chocola and Vanilla were very cute. There.
それならよかったです。うん。ご主人が満足なら。
Mostly talking in their sleep, they purred and rubbed their cheeks against me. As I also drifted off into slumber, I continued to pet them gently on the head. We'll take a bath together tomorrow when we wake up. I'll wash your hair and bodies and clean you both
嬉
up.
しいです。一緒にお風呂。髪もちゃんと乾かしてほしいにゃ。
Yeah, of course, I'll brush it
ご
too.
主人様に大事にしてもらえるの嬉しいにゃ。猫以上に飼い猫の幸せ。
As mumbles spilled from their lips, their voices trailed off, making it sound like they were talking in their sleep. Gently embraced both of their heads, whispering into their ears with all my heart. Let's do our best together, the three of us.
はい、ご主人様とショコラとバニラで、うん、きっと楽しくて幸せだね。
Yeah, we'll have fun and we'll be so happy. I made that promise to my beloved companions. At some point, I melted into this blissful moment and drifted off to sleep.
Nekopara.
That's one issue with sleeping with a girl on your arms.
過労ですね。ひとまず安静にして体を休めないと、兄様の様子がおかしいと飛んできてみれば。まったくもう、何をやっているのですか、兄様は。
And of course, he's sick. Sitting next to the bed, Shigure let out a big sigh.
過労って何ですか？ 的にはいわゆる慢
Say
性疲労
chronic
と言われる
fatigue.
ものです。簡単に言えば体が疲れすぎてる状態ですね。昨日までは元気だったけど、疲れすぎると逆に疲労の度合いもわからなくなるそうです。疲れすぎると逆に元気になるってこと？それって、
For the record, it's not what you two are thinking.
何を考えてるというのですか？誤解されるようなことをする方が悪いと思う。まあまあ、兄様のお盛んっぷりは後で聞かせてもらうとして、とりあえず病院に行って診察を受けないとですね。
Wait a minute. What's with the casual little remark just now?
兄様愛してますよといつもの愛のささやきを。
No, it's not.
しぐれの袖から大トロが落ちた。大トロ、超大トロだね。
Bribe of the cat girls!
失礼しました。
Just what? Why did you bring that fatty tuna with you? She's clearly ready for everything. The two drooling cat girls behind her are ready for everything and anything too. God, do I have no choice but to stop hiding things from Sugar Ray?
真面目なお話、症状の進行度合いによっては入院もありえます。まだ若いから体力があっても、その回復自体ができなくなってしまうのが慢性疲労ですから。
Hey, don't make a fuss just because I can't get up. I'm not going to close the shop just because I'm a little dizzy. We're at a crucial time for our clientele's increasing in all.
そんなこと言ってると、お店どころか死にますよ。死ぬって？
God damn it, Sugar Ray!
死んだら永久に閉店になりますが、それがお望みですか？ご主人様、死んじゃダメです。
God damn it, Sugar Ray.
いきなり未亡猫を寂しすぎる。ご主人、それはダメ。
She was angry. Sugar Ray was clearly angry. From my experience, Sugar Ray was at her most upset when she smiled while angry. Even the cat girls are still seem pretty serious too. You guys see the scariest things sometimes.
私は事実を客観的に述べているだけですが、まあ大丈夫です。兄様を見送った後、私もすぐ後を追いますから。
God damn it! She said that without missing a beat, smiled as usual. Please stop with jokes like that.
心配する方の気持ちがわかりましたか？
I
では
guess.
体を休めていただけますね。それとも救急車で無理やりがお望みですか？
Gah! At my vague reply, her face started getting closer and closer. The pressure from her smile was terrifying. At this point, I didn't seem to have a choice. Got it. I'll be a good boy and get some sleep. That's definitely better than being
は
hospitalized.
い、素直な兄様は好きですよ。 素直でない兄様もそれはそれでいいのですが。
Cut it out. I already said I'll be good and get some sleep. Sure gave a satisfied nod at my answer. At least for today, I'll give in. Plus, it was true that I couldn't work like this.
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？ご主人、大丈夫？
Yeah, I'm fine. There's no point in making this much of a fuss.
そうなんでか。それならよか。
God damn it, they're just gonna fall asleep on them, aren't they?
違うんですよ。これは猫の習性で。飼い主が苦しいときは伸びとかあくびをしてリラックスを
I wasn't really going to say they don't worry about it. Their long string of yawns were surreal. He said it's pretty calming. I felt some muscles loosen up. It was like some sort of tension was draining from me.
ではショコラバニラお店の閉店お願いね。はーい任せてください。通常業務ならて猫も面白い習性があるものですよね。
She's the bird that cat girls really are just cats when you live with them.
まあ一緒に暮らしてだなんて赤裸々な。
Lay off, would
あ
you?
ら突っ込む元気もないといろんな意味で。
You're so
兄
persistent.
様への愛ゆえです。
I really can't understand her definition of love. It's been like this ever since she was born.
さて冗談はこれくらいにして、どうしてこんなになるまで我慢していたのですか？ご自分の体調などご自分が一番分かっていらしたでしょうに。
You said yourself that if you get too tired, you don't notice it, right?
そうなる前に気づいてたはずです。はぐらかさないでください。
She sat up straight and stared at me intensely. We waited in silence for a while, yet she still stared at me without bulging an inch. Seeing her persistence, I tried. I decided to give in and surrender with a sigh. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to have a quick conversation. It's because I thought I had to work harder. I'm leaning my head back on the pillow and looking at the ceiling. Recently, I went on a date with Chocola and Vanilla. It was then that it struck me that they're not just pets, but family, lovers even. So I didn't want them to have to work hard because of my choice to leave
そ
home.
れで無理して倒れては元の木阿弥でしょうに。
Well, it's your own fault our clientele increased so
あら
much.
何のことでしょう。
I decided not to press farther. Sugar smiled slightly and tilted her head in response. If she was going to address that issue honestly, she would have already done so by now. Such Sugar has always been.
兄様のおっしゃることもわかりますが、でも猫は賢い子たちですから、人間の家族にもパートナーにもなれるくらいに。だからこそ。
She took a deep breath and looked at me with a kind of troubled
自
smile.
分にも頼ってもらえないのはきっと寂しいことだと思いますよ。
Her smile stabbed at my heart. Those were words that Chocolate and Vanilla would say about me. No, I'm sure they were Sugar's words too. Her smile pierced me and my words were trapped in my throat.
でもその痩せ我慢が兄様のいいところでもあるのですが。
I wish you say that I'm worthy of being relied
過労
upon.
で倒れてしまうような方に頼りがいはないと思いますよ。兄様は昔から何でも 人で抱え込んでしまうのですから。
Oh, I clicked too soon. Oh well. She spoke as if she were indulging a child's tantrum. Sitting next to me, she placed her small hand on my cheek and ever so slightly closed her eyes. Her slender small hand's warmth was so gentle and loving. The stiffness in my shoulders seemed to melt away.
すみません、兄様。電話が。
She looked at her phone and frowned her brows. When Sugar just sat there motionless, I pretty much figured out who it was. It's from home, right? You should answer.
要件など出ずともわかります。行き先を告げずに出てきたので。
The cell phone in Sherry's hand stopped ringing. Sherry fell silent. I gripped the cell phone tightly.
私がまだ年派も以下の女だからですか？それとも世間知らずの子供だからですか？だから私はお父様とお母様の言うことに従わねばならないのでしょうか？私はここにいたいのです。兄様が苦しまれてる時くらい、せめておそばにいるだけでも、妹として家族としておそばにいることも許されないことなのでしょうか？
She spoke in a lonely, frustrated voice with her face downturned. Her voice sounded soft but was filled with a firm desire. You're so silly, Shigure. Who cares whether you're allowed to or not?
兄様。
I sat up and wrapped my arms around Sugare's shoulders. Sugare let herself rest her head on my chest. I promised I'd look after myself, and I will. Plus, Chocola and Vanilla are here, so the three of us will be fine. You said that earlier yourself, remember? I whispered as gently as I could near Sugare's ear. For her to be so attached to me, it honestly made me really happy. That was exactly why I didn't want Shigure to be as clumsy as I was. The fact that was that Shigure was still a child and she still needed that family of ours. She didn't need me leading her astray. If they found out you came here, you'll never be able to come back, right? Couldn't bear with it if that
それ
happened.
は本当ですか？
Of course, why would I lie about that?
兄様らしい説得の仕方ですね。
Her small shoulders shook happily. I probably didn't have to tell my precious little sister, but she still gave a small nod at my
その
words.
代わり、また明日も来ますからね。兄様の面倒を見れる人は、もう私だけなのですから。
Okay, just please don't go overboard. She hugged me tighter and placed her cheek on my cheek. Shigure was the same as Chocola and Vanilla. Keeping those words to myself, I hugged her back.
しぐれちゃんがご主人様とイチャイチャしてる。私たちに片付けをさせておいて、なんたる不始末。
Yeah.
これも妹の特権なのですよ。兄様、ガラガラガラ。いやー、私もガラガラする。ご主人様、ガラガラってしてください。このビッグウェーブに乗らざるを得ない。さあ、ご主人、ゴロゴロしてたもん。
Hey, wait, three of you at once is too. Wait,
女性に重いとは失礼ですよ、兄様。比較的みんな軽いはずだから大丈夫。これは愛の重さですよ。だから我慢です。
God, wait, I'm the sick person here. The weight of love from the three of them gave no mercy.
ネコパラ。
Oh my gosh.
それでは頼みましたよ。ショコラ、バニラ。大丈夫です。任せてください。鈴持ちの猫が2匹もいるからもう満体。そうですね。頼りにしてます。では、兄様。また明日に。
Yeah, sorry I can't see you. I'll see you later. Shira gave a little wave of her hand. The door closed, hiding her from view. I sank into the nearby sofa. Now that Sugar was gone, I could drop the front I've been putting up to keep her from worrying.
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？ご主人、大丈夫？
I'm fine. It was just tiring to be standing, that's all. Chocola and Vanilla both looked at me worriedly. Forcy smiled as I answered. Don't make those faces now. Once I sleep a little, I'll be better, don't worry. Sugar said so too, didn't she? Petted both
で
their
も、
heads.
本当に病院行った方がいいんじゃないですか？鈴の試験で習った。動けないときは救急車を呼ぶって。
It's not bad enough for that, okay? Plus, we finally got customers that come here now. How would it look if an ambulance stopped in front of the
ご
bakery?
主人様。ご主人。
Their faces, already clouded with worry, darkened more. Their mouths were slightly agape as if to say more, but they swallowed their words and bowed their
難
heads.
しいことわからなくてごめんなさい。鈴を持ってても人の気持ちまではわからない。
Don't be silly, it's not something you need to apologize for. Pulled the two close as their faces became tearful. I hated not being able to put my feelings into words. Holding them to my chest, I
何
squeezed
も
them tightly.
できないですけど、でもそばにいますから。ご主人様が前にショコラたちにしてくれたみたいに。ご主人が辛そうなのを見てるだけは苦しい。私にできることなら何でもするから言って。
They tightly squeezed back. Their honest feelings were warm like the heat from their bodies.
でも猫は賢い子たちですから、人間の家族にもパートナーにもなれるくらいに。自分にも頼ってもらえないのはきっと寂しいことだと思いますよ。
I understand. Family, partners, they might be something like this. Close my eyes, savoring the warmth of my beloved cat girls. If I wasn't careful, I might break down crying from the pure kindness that filled my heart. Then stay by my side. If you two are with me, that's enough.
そんなの言われるまでもないです。離れろって言われても離れない。
They hugged me even more tightly, and I hugged them back with all my strength. Thank you. I'm, I'm no longer just one person. I need to get well quickly so I don't worry about them any more than I already have. With that foremost in my mind, I lost track of time. Huh?
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？ご主人様。39度。ご主人、さっきより熱が上がってる。せっかくご主人様が寝れたのに。すごい苦しそう。お薬は次は朝まで飲んじゃダメって言ってたし。
The clock had just struck midnight. All we could do as Master groaned in pain was wipe his face with the towel and hold his hands for
どう
comfort.
しよう。どうしたらいいのかな。私たちじゃ何もできない。
Chocola, Vanilla.
ここにいます。ショコラはここにいますから。私もバニラもここにいるよ。ちゃんとそばにいるから。
No matter how much we wanted to help, there was nothing we could do. It was so frustrating we wanted to cry. That big, strong hand we always relied upon gripped ours back weakly now. It was
病院
heartbreaking.
に行ってお医者さんを呼んでこよう。救急車はダメでもお医者さんに来てもらうなら大丈夫だよね。私も同じこと考えてた。この辺りで病院っていうと。
Oh no.
あ、お隣に病院がありますよ。ここにお薬がなかったらお隣に行くんですね。さすが人の文明は便利なようにできてるんですね。
Oh no.
いつも行くドラッグストアの隣だね。うん、 ご主人が辛い時は私たちが行かなきゃ。
Uniting together, we
ご
stood
め
up.
んなさい、ご主人様。ショコラたちは言いつけを破ります。後でいくらでも謝るから。好きな人が苦しんでるのに黙っていられない。
Oh
待
no.
っててくださいね、ご主人様。すぐにお医者さん呼んできますから。
Oh no. Oh no.
ショコラ、大丈夫？
They don't have their bells on. Holding hands, they ran through the park. We were sure perhaps struggling, stumbling, but we didn't stop. We had to get to the clinic as quickly as possible. With that in the foremost of our hearts, we ran without stopping.
大丈夫だから。そんなことより早く行かなくちゃ。頑張ってショコラ、もうちょっとだから。もうちょっとで。そしたらご主人のところに戻れるから。閉まってる。そんな、せっかくここまで来たのに。どうしたらいいのかな。ショコラじゃわかんないよ。他の病院の場所は知らないし、道を聞ける人も歩いてない。でもこのまま帰るわけにもいかないし。
We gripped each other's hands tightly and worried. Looking up at the cold shores, we chewed our lips in
君た
concern.
ち何してるの？あ、警察さん、空いてる病院教えてもらえませんか？ご主人様が大変で、それでお医者さん呼ぼうと思って。病院が休みでどうすればいいかわからなくて。飼い主さんが？それは大変だけど、君たち鈴は持ってないの？
We touched her necks where she
そんな、
pointed.
いつもはつけてるんですけど。ご主人の看病してる時に鈴が鳴っちゃうから外してて。とりあえず一緒に来てもらえるかな。
Oh no.
ご主人様に連絡がつけばすぐに帰れるからね。お家にあるんです。嘘じゃなくて本当なんです。ショコラはご主人様のためにお医者さんを連れて帰らないとダメなんです。ご主人が苦しんでるから私たちは帰らなきゃだね。だからいけない。お願い、分かって。ごめんね。そう言って逃げちゃう猫ちゃんもいるのよ。最近猫を使った犯罪とかも増えてるから。だから鈴のない猫ちゃんは一緒に来てもらう決まりなの。すぐに身元紹介してご主人様に連絡するからね。だから鈴は家にあるからって。それに鈴持ちだったらご主人様が緊急の時は救急車を呼ぶくらいわかるでしょ。それは鈴の勉強でやりましたけど、でもご主人様が呼んじゃダメって言ってて。私たちにはお店のことがあるから、お客さんに不安を与えちゃいけないって。うんうん、分かったから、ご主人様に迎えに来てもらおう。ショコラたちのこと、ご主人様が頼りにしてるって言ってくれたんです。だからショコラたちはご主人様のところに帰らなきゃダメなんです。そばにいてって言われたから。だから私たちはいけない。ご主人のところに帰らなくちゃ。分かった。本当にすぐ帰れるから。ダメです。ショコラはご主人様のところにしか行かないです。ごめんなさい。今だけは絶対に行けない。決まりだからどうしても一緒に来てもらわないと。
Chocola, vanilla.
ご主人様、なんでご主人、どうして。
Woke up. You two were gone. What are you doing? Jeez. My shoulders were shaking. My breathing was ragged. As I fought to keep my vision from wavering. I checked that they were both safe. Leaving your important bells behind. What would you do if something happened? Really? Now that I knew Chocola and Vanilla were okay, I fought to keep my knees from buckling.
ってってご主人のこと今度は私たちが守らなきゃって思ったから
I know that, silly. I'm not mad. Taking the gold and silver bells from my pocket, I hand each of them over to Chocola and Vanilla. I'm mad that you made me worry for no reason, though.
ってご主人様が苦しそうにしてたからいても立ってもいられなくてご主人が辛いのに何もできないのが辛かった
Uh,
だから飼い猫だから何かしなくちゃって
while holding back tears in her eyes, they looked up at me, struggling to speak. It's natural to worry about family. I know that. It's the same with you two. I couldn't help
ご主
it.
人様ご主人
Jeez, you two, you made a sick person worry.
ごめんなさい心配かけてごめんなさいご主人様ごめんなさいご主人ごめんなさい
I know. It's okay now, so don't cry.
ご主人様ご主人様ご主人ご主人
Their small shoulders shaking, they repeatedly wiped their eyes. I pet my precious cat girls with all the love I had in me.
鈴の紹介もできましたので私はこれで失礼させていただきますね
I'm sorry my cat girls caused you trouble. Oh my gosh. We watched as the police officer walked into the distance, then we slowly turned to go home. Let's go back to our home, Chocolate, Vanilla.
はい帰りましょうご主人様みんなで帰ろう
So I leaned on the shoulders of tearfully smiling Chocolate and Vanilla. The three of us headed back to our home. And that is officially the end of Nekopara. At least Volume 1. Oh my gosh, that was actually a good way for it to go. It, without the 18 plus version, it's worth that. I'm glad I got all of them when they were on sale. I think I only spent $2 when I bought them. But it is good. I will say for those, actually for both sides, how late the stream's going and something whatnot coming up. I'm going to stream wise, you guys aren't going to see Borderlands 3's DLC Bounty of Blood till tomorrow, and of course YouTube tomorrow we'll be also starting Bounty of Blood for you guys. Right? Uh, I see people are streaming. I don't have anyone. Myself for a temporary raid. Let's see here. Okay. But yeah, as I said, I enjoyed it. It it's actually a good installment. But if you guys did enjoy, do make sure you hit that like button or leave a comment below. If you're on YouTube, uh, oh, there's more. Yes, there is. All right. My strength has finally returned, so it's time to work hard again. Huh? Uh, What? Ch- Why? Every single one of them. Really, Atsuki? What's going on? Somehow bakery had become a sort of cat girl cafe. First thing I saw this morning was so unexpected my brain couldn't process at all. She wore a sunny smile with no clouds could cover up. The cat girls looked at me with similar smiles. Felt myself break out in a cold sweat. Uh, Thinking about what? I only managed out to get out that much. Huh? Even if you increase the number of staff right now, our situation makes things. No, 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 no. You have a curfew, and on weekdays you have school. Sugar torn. Oh my gosh. The cat girls, all in less soiled uniforms, nodded. There was no way this was going to change. The mood made it clear that I wouldn't be able to turn this decision around now. Uh, no, wait. Uh, oh my gosh. No, this is a place that does staff contests and stuff like that. They kept the conversation going despite me, the owner, objecting. Even though I said it kept going, the conversation itself was pretty much done. Oh, well, of course, having them around would be helpful, I suppose. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, I guess this will work. And so, Pastele La Sol, or rather, the cake shop known now known as Deco Paradise, was taking its first steps into a new future. Now that's officially the end. Okay. Uh, as I was saying, those on YouTube, I do appreciate uh you guys. Shush Vanilla. I do appreciate those that did stop by. Again, if you did like the content, do hit that like button or leave a comment below. I do have my live stream linked in the description below. You guys can click it so you can see these live streams in person. Just know the videos are backlogged. Those on Twitch, go and hit that follow button. You will see when I stream again next time.